Guys, I think this is going to be the last Game Awards. I'm pretty sure it's done for. Dragon Age Veilguard is going to win every award. Probably not, but I could definitely see it winning Game of the Year. And all of the games that we've been saying should be getting Game of the Year aren't even going to be involved. Because apparently 90% of the votes are held by judges who are not actually part of the gaming community. They're part of their own little cultish community within the crazy leftist ideology. Here we go. The Game Awards are a tragedy from Asmongold.
So a lot of people have been criticizing the Game Awards. A lot of people.
What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the Dread Pirate Dr. Disaster, and we are gradually taking back gaming culture. The strides that we have made in this year alone have been profound, but one thing's for sure.
This video is cooked, bro. I love it.
And they're really, really trying hard to fight against us. But we're just not buying the games anymore. We've had enough.
This is amazing.
The swamp of video gaming was always going to fight back.
Jesus Christ!
As an example, quite a while ago, Stuttering Craig from the Side Scrollers podcast decided to arrange his own video game award show to compete with the jackassery that we see every year in the Game Awards, so that games like Stellar Blade, as an example, which is amazing and quite popular, but offends the sensibilities of these screeching harpy feminists who
I don't think that it's fair to say that it offends their sensibilities because it implies that they have sensibilities.
True.
They don't. They have feelings, and their feelings are wrong.
And their feelings are constantly hurt. So when you say things that hurt their feelings, just know that all you're doing is poking their wound. Because they're already hurting. Because they're in a perpetual state of feeling bad about everything.
who have infested the industry in Stuttering Craig's real Game Awards, titles like Stellar Blade would have an actual shot at recognition.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
But now, information has come out showing that Jeff Keeley, the host and executive producer of the Game Awards, that guy is attempting to trademark the words Game Awards so that...
Excuse me? That's not good. That's not good at all. This is going to be a Fine Brothers situation, I think. Trademark the Game Awards and then nobody watches it and they shut down.
Nobody else.
I think that Jeff should be able to trademark his show. I don't think that Game Awards is specific enough for him to be able to trademark it. I think he needs to come up with a name that is longer and more unique, because this is like it's like you're trademarking water. You're trademarking something else, right? It's way too broad of a definition. I think that he needs to trademark something, but this is too broad of a term. The Jeff Awards. Yeah, that's what they need to call it. You know, the Jeff of the, you know, the Jeff for, you know, fucking Game of the Year goes to Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, Jeff's Jeff Awards.
Else can host an award show with those words in the title. Clearly,
It's crazy.
These people are uncomfortable with competition because they know damn well that the awards they hand out often fly in the face of what actual gamers like.
I'm gonna speak up for Jeff Keeley here, and I'm gonna criticize him a lot in this video. But when the OTK Game Awards, we decided to start doing our show, Jeff Keeley reached out to me, and he actually worked with our team at the time and helped us make the show better. And he's been nothing but positive and supportive for our Game Awards show and our Game Expos. So I don't even think that's the reason. I think Jeff Keeley just simply wants to monetize his brand of the
I was literally about to say, it's because money. Money.
Game Awards, and he needs to make sure that in order to do that, he has that brand defined in a way that's trademarked.
Which I don't blame him for trying to make some money, but like, that ain't it. I don't think it would even work. You could try and sue somebody, but like, first time they sue you back for the court costs, they're not going to sue anybody for it again. And also, you're going to push gamers away from it because gamers don't like that kind of crap. They want everybody to get along.
This is traditional business behavior. I just think that the trademark that he's going for is too broad. And so I have personal experience of Jeff not doing that. So, yeah, I mean,
Well, also, he's not an actual competitor. OTK is not a competitor to the Game Awards. They would be nowhere near the size. Because the Game Awards watched everywhere. Didn't it used to be on TV even? Nobody knows about the OTK Awards. Everybody knows about the Game Awards. So that's not even really a good point.
And by the way, keep in mind, probably the rest of the video will be criticism. But that's it.
As an arm of the Access Media crowd, they put a premium on spreading their progressive messaging as opposed to entertaining gamers, so that the disconnect between gamers and the games that receive awards is really frickin' pronounced.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Farce.
No, it would have never happened. He would have been rushed off stage halfway through that.
Game Awards has turned into what the Oscars and the Grammys has turned into. Where you're just kind of propping up the things that you want to prop up rather than actually doing an awards show based on popular consensus.
It's a total fabrication.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
This is the actual guy? Who is this guy? This is so stupid. I love it.
Dr. Disaster.
This reminds me of YouTube before you could get paid for making YouTube videos. You know? People that are just in it for the love of the game. Man. He's an Adeptus Mechanicus? Oh, from fucking where? Yeah. You're right.
Alright, me hearties,
That was good.
Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter or X, or whatever you want to refer to it as these days. I keep a list on there of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference. My handle over there is Dr. Disaster 1.
I've been there. Very good source.
All right.
But anyways, let's see
Let's get
what's
back to
going
the
on
content.
here with the Game Awards drama. Just as a side note, I'm going to let these images of Eve from Stellar Blade play in the background here as I
wonder
discuss
why.
this, because I know that the sewer monsters and all the HR departments across the video game industry just appreciate this kind of imagery so much. So, this is for them. But, in any event, it just came to all of our attention that this Jeff Keeley character is
Yeah, they're not going to watch this video now because there's an unclothed woman. They're offended by that. They're offended by somebody who is unclothed, even though all of them in the streets are always unclothed.
trying like hell to essentially monopolize video game award ceremonies, because it would be pretty damn
I don't even think that he's trying to monopolize it. As I said before, I just think he's trying to trademark his brand. And he should just go for a more broad trademark. I've said that 4 times now, right? So it's pretty obvious. I do think that, so this is a bigger issue that I feel like...
Oh, wait, no. The VGA. VGA was the original Game Awards on TV.
The Game Awards have had for a while. And the last Game Awards that I felt like was for the gamers, and this is a vibe check, by the way, pure vibe check. It was the Game Awards where Christopher Judge had the 8-minute speech. And then after that, obviously, they're like, okay, well, now you're going to have a time limit on it and everything else, because it felt like it was authentic. It felt like it was real and raw and cool. Like 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. But I feel like the year that Baldur's Gate won, and then, was it that year? It might have been another year. I don't remember exactly. But
I think these companies that have they just get too corporate. I remember old videos of E3 and VGA, and they were just kind of figuring things out. VGA fell apart because, you know, they got corporate. E3 got corporate. E3 kind of got destroyed by COVID, though. Wonder if they'll ever get a comeback.
Anyway, it might have actually been some other event prior to that. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, the issue is that a lot of people are getting rushed off stage. They're not.
Or E3 is not an awards show. It's an expo. But same point. They get too big, too corporate.
Able to fully do their speeches. And then the other issue, of course, is that I feel like Jeff Keighley is trying to make the Game Awards credible in the eyes of mainstream media and mainstream entertainment. And the reason why I say that is because, like, for example, he put a number of publications that I don't think represent gamers at all on the panel for deciding which games win the awards these years. Places like LA Times, like Variety, like Pride. These people,
like Politico,
are, you know, in some cases, like with Pride, like this is an ideological, you know, group of people that their goal is to push an ideology. That it's not about video games. It's about making sure this ideology happens. And I think it's very weird. And ultimately, like, if you take a step back and you ask the question, do these people accurately represent you as a gamer?
Like, I don't understand what these people are going to accomplish, what they think they're going to accomplish. I mean, maybe in 2016, 2018, I could understand because it was new. But, like, we know what this stuff is now. We know that they're bullshit liars. So I think this is going to be the last Game Awards. I think this one's going to be big because people want to watch it fail. And then the next year's is just going to be a complete disaster. And nobody's going to care.
I think the answer to that is no, they don't. I don't think that these groups do not represent me. And I think in so many cases that is true. So, and I think that Jeff is trying to, like, legitimize the Game Awards in a way that makes it less authentic to, I would say, players. And
more of an ad campaign. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be to sell ads. And companies are going to pay to have their video games boosted.
Here's the thing. The movie and the television and music industry put together, I think it actually just might be movies and television, is smaller than video gaming. Video gaming now is fucking gigantic. So don't build this amazing thing that literally probably over 1 million people watch, if not more. Don't build it just to capitulate and grovel under people that...
Well, it's way more than 1 million people. That's just 1 million people maybe that watch it right away. But then you got the people that are watching it later. You got people that are watching the streamers who are watching it.
Really, I mean, they're the ones that are falling off. They're the ones that people don't give a shit about as much anymore. Now, gaming is super fucking popular. And I think that people feel like there's a degree of not even really dishonesty with that, but just like weirdness. So yeah, look what Paul is saying. Yeah, sure. Video gaming is way bigger revenue. Yeah, exactly. The Game Awards already gets more views than the Oscars. I don't know if that's true or not. But what I am saying is that the Game Awards, it's a massive show, and I don't want to see Jeff Keighley disrespect all of the great work he's done just to capitulate to Hollywood. You've built...
Yeah, a Hollywood that is currently on fire.
This, man. Like, they're coming to your show. They want to be on your show. Why is that? It's because people are watching it.
Hard to host an award show for video games without the words game and awards in the title. Now, I'm no lawyer, so take what I say here with a grain of salt. But this isn't like the Oscars or the Grammys, where the names of those award shows are very specific. Those aren't generic words like game awards. So, in my mind, in the spirit of trademarking law, it actually makes sense that those two award shows, as an example, have been able to trademark their names. But the title of the Game Awards is
like the Grammys, right? It's just called the Grammys. Okay. And then you got the MTV Music Awards. And then you got the CMT Music Awards. You can't just trademark Music Awards.
Is extremely generic, using words which proliferate our language when talking about this topic to an extreme degree.
He's right.
I'd love to be able to say that this is why the process of getting the Game Awards trademarked has taken so long, because it looks like they began this trademarking process all the way back at the beginning of the year. But
As far as I know, this shit takes a long time to do anyway. So I
Yeah, especially right now, the bureaucracy's freaking out.
don't think that really says a whole lot, but you know, maybe.
truth, trademarking usually does take a year or so. What seems very clear, however, is the fact that this absolute clown show of an awards ceremony needs to be taken down several pegs.
I wish it was a clown show. At least I'd have something to laugh at.
These people simply aren't gamers. They're cheerleaders for
Yeah, like don't bring in people that aren't gamers to, because like the show, the Game Awards is made for gamers. That's why all of the advertisements in the Game Awards are video games. It's because the target audience are people that play video games.
Oh man, I can't wait until these Game Awards. I'm definitely going to stream it live. So, if you like me and you want to see what I think about the Game Awards, I'll be there.
That's the reason why. Everybody fucking knows this. So if you're going to do that, just be outward with it. Make a game, make a show for gamers.
the corporate AAA studios.
They can't do that because these people hate gamers. Because they're not gamers. They just want money.
That are trying to shovel shit into our faces and call it entertainment. They have no idea what the
In case you guys didn't know, they're adding 2B into this game pretty soon.
in this industry want. As a prime example, look at this crap here.
Yeah.
These morons are now allowing DLC to be a part of the show. So
I don't know if this is some sort of like fucking like weird thing, but I think that categorically DLC is not a game. Because
It can be. It can be. But no. Just no. Because it's a slippery slope. Just leave it out. We don't need to talk about DLC.
you cannot play a DLC. You can, so it is fundamentally not a game.
Some of them you can. Some of them you can. That is not true. Like Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I mean, that's an old game, but you can play it without Far Cry 3.
You need something else to play it. There's another game to play that. So I don't think
Also, Far Cry New Dawn.
DLC, just by the definition of what is a game, it is an expansion on a game. It is not a game in itself. I don't think it should be qualified. It's semantics. Yeah, but I could also say, well, they shouldn't do that because new games should have a chance too. Like, I can make a,
If you can play a DLC as its own game, I guess you could qualify that as a game and not a DLC. So yeah, just leave DLC out. That's just fucking stupid. Next thing you know, we're gonna get who has the best microtransactions? Who made the most money off of microtransactions?
I don't know, like just a value-based argument, or I can make a weird, fucking semantics argument. Whichever one you want to go with, that's fine.
theoretically, DLC could win Game of the Year. The FAQ for the Game Awards says this: the Game Awards aims to recognize the best creative and technical work each year,
Nothing says creative like a remake.
irrespective of the format of that content's release. Expansion packs, new game seasons, DLCs, remakes, and remasters are eligible in all categories if the jury deems the new creative and technical
New game seasons, I would argue, is worse than the DLC thing.
work to be worthy of nomination. Factors such as the newness of the content and its price/value should be taken into consideration. And I'm pretty sure the only reason they're doing this is because 2024 has been a wretched year for AAA gaming. But this decision to allow DLC...
Again, they thought that they were going to have quadruple A gaming. We all saw how that went.
And new game seasons and shit like that means that the Shadow of the Earth...
Imagine if like a Fortnite season won Game of the Year. That would be really fucking funny. I gotta say, like, I almost want that to happen just for the memes.
It will happen. It will. It will 100% happen. What is the most played game right now? It's probably still Fortnite because it's free and children can play it. So I guarantee you that it will win something over something else that definitely deserves it more.
Expansion for the Elden Ring is actually eligible to be called the Game of the Year, and you could argue very convincingly in my mind that under this paradigm it absolutely should win the award.
Yeah, sure.
But what really shows the disconnect between these jackasses who run this show and actual gamers is the so-called jury that they use to determine...
This is the problem right here. Look at this.
...who wins the award. Over on the Game Awards FAQ site, under How Are Winners Selected, it says, winners are determined by a blended vote between the voting jury, which counts for 90% of the decision, and public fan voting, which is only 10%. So basically, our opinion means nothing, which is more evident when you look at the list of groups that make up the jury. This is an image of the list.
Oh, it was Polygon, not Politico that I was thinking of. Variety? LA Times?
Of the Game Awards jury. I had to pull it off of social media because the Game Awards scrubbed it.
What is kind of funny? I don't even know what that is.
Supposedly off of their
They
site.
took it off because they knew that people didn't like it. Why are you taking it off? Why? What is this? Like, if...
Once they began to get some criticism.
An NPR, like, come on.
Because that's what these sort of cowards do.
Pride.
But look at that list. IGN, Inverse, the LA Times.
NPR?
IGN's the worst one, in my opinion. Because they actually are about games. They're just garbage. So we already know what they're going to be like about the video games. And they recently got out of video games with a random article about Alex Jones being bought by The Onion, which didn't happen. Or InfoWars being bought by The Onion.
I want to have NPR decide what Game of the Year is? No, I don't. I want like 5 fat guys that work in a card shop in Wisconsin to tell me what the Game of the Year is. I immediately trust them infinitely more than NPR. They never steer you wrong. They know what's good. Probably give Dwarf Fortress Game of the Year.
PC Gamer, Polygon, The Verge, NPR, Game Rant. These are the people who look down their noses at all of us lowly plebs. These are the people who call gamers bigots anytime we criticize their buddies in the corporate AAA gaming spaces. There's no good reason for these.
They've been calling us bigots for so long, we're just starting to accept it. Call us bigots.
These people to actually be able to dictate to us what is good and what is not. It is beyond evident that we need an alternative to this sham of an award show. And I
don't think that we need an alternative. Like, I mean, if people want to make another Game Awards, that's fine. I think they should be able to. I'm making my own Game Awards. It's called the Shame Awards. I'm very excited. I don't know if do I still have the list on here? Fuck.
Shame Awards? Is that like all of the worst things of the year? Oh man, that might be more entertaining than the Game Awards. I feel like Game Awards is just going to be kind of boring and is going to just piss me off.
Fuck. No, I don't have it. I'm sorry. There's so many other things I put up there. Yes, we are doing the Shame Awards. I'm hoping to do it next month. I need to talk to some people about sponsors. I think I can put the show on for under $10,000. Maybe 20,000. So like, I mean, I'll be honest, I can pay for that, right? But I would like to be paid for it instead. So we'll see what happens. Get dick pill sponsorships? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Crowdfund? No, I don't need you guys' money. Like, no, I can do it for myself.
I think he needs to check out Derek from More Plates, More Dates. With that lock and load. Maybe some Blue Chew.
Endorse what Stuttering Craig is doing. The fact that they are fighting back like this just goes to show that Stuttering Craig is getting to them. Hopefully this trademarking situation doesn't actually go through, but even if it does, you know, we just need to pivot. We need to find a different name that works for a game award show, and we need to keep moving forward.
The real Game Awards.
I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this Game Awards situation? Drop those thoughts into the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already...
Game On Awards. I don't know. It's stupid. Call it the Gamies.
Your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel
this guy.
and become a part of the crew.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm already subscribed to this guy. I've seen a lot of his videos.
Funny. I'm gonna link you guys the video.
But there's always plenty of booty.
Yeah, the game. Bro, I can make my own. It's the Game Awards. No, guys, like we're not doing that again. Okay, I'm not getting in trouble anytime soon. So I'm gonna try to be a very good boy and not cause any trouble. Reminds me of the old Jim Sterling. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But there's the video. Give it a like.
Yeah, it does remind me of Jim Sterling a little bit. Jim Sterling went absolutely insane though. Holy shit, man.
Give the guy a sub. He's got 80,000 subs, and you know, I think he should have more. But man.
Oh boy, I can't wait. I cannot wait until the Game Awards. When are they? Like December 12th or something like that? Cannot wait. And the Shame Awards gonna be happening somewhere around that time. I'm excited. I think gaming's gonna be getting good again. Even though we've had a lot of good games this year, but next year, oh boy, and the years coming, oh boy, we got some good stuff.